When you're closing on a property, buyer, seller, or real estate agent, the goal is to close as quickly as possible. As we know, when there are delays, people get cold feet, realtors don't get paid, sellers don't get paid, and they don't get that mortgage paid as they want and move on to the next chapter of their life. In this video, I'm going to go over the 3 things that we see commonly in our office that do delay closings. And also, we're going to include quick tips on how to avoid those delays. Hi, I'm Jamie Ellis at WG Title in McKinney. We are a full-service title company located in McKinney, Texas, but we service all of Texas. The first item is unforeseen liens. These are items that the seller is unaware of that can cause problems where we need to get them resolved in order to issue clear title to a purchaser so they are comfortable owning that home moving forward, knowing that that particular item will not come back to haunt them. There's various liens such as IRS tax liens, judgments, interest of ownership that is bringing up past liens for somebody they may have divorced. We see this very often. So one thing I do recommend for sellers is before you list a property, do a credit report. If you have any questions regarding your credit history where there could be additional liens, something maybe 5 years ago you thought, it just went away, you might want to pull that credit report just to double check that there's nothing outstanding that will haunt you during the sale process of your property. So various liens such as abstracted judgments, I've seen it delay closings up to 30 days because law firms handling abstracted judgments, they have a time frame that they need to respond within that time frame. If you have IRS tax liens, that is indefinite. That is how quickly the seller will move to get certain payoffs from the IRS. How quickly will the IRS actually move to get those items to a title company? In most cases, it can typically be resolved within 45 days, but that's if the seller is actively working with the IRS to get those items cleared up in order to close. A second thing that we see that can delay closing is in regards with lending. This is borrowers not getting information to their lenders in a timely manner. I know up front, the lenders request a whole lot of information from you. So it's best to get everything they need as quickly as possible because it will cause a domino effect into causing the delays and then eventually delaying the closing date. So what can you do to prevent those delays with lending? The moment you see an email come across or you get a phone call from your lender requesting tax returns, payment stubs, bank statements, try to get that to them as quickly as possible. It may even help when you start the loan process with a loan officer, is get a checklist. Say, what do I need to give you and what's the time frame? If you're upfront from the moment that contract starts or before the contract starts, you'll be much better off. And with you being better off, the seller's also going to be better off to get that closed in time. A third one, this actually might be the most common one in our office, is unknown people on title. Not that you don't know who those people are, but you did not realize they were on title. This could be a deceased spouse. It can be through a divorce. Maybe a deed was not done. I recommend, if you can, reach out to a title company if you've partnered with a title company to pre-run title. This is for listing agents. Make sure if somebody has had somebody pass away, like a partner, or if they've been through a divorce, you may want to just do a pre-run of that title work just to make sure there's no surprises, because especially during divorce, trying to get somebody in to sign off on a deed that maybe was not completed during the divorce process, it can be very difficult. And once again, it can delay closing. How a title company will handle those delays. So I've already mentioned lenders reaching out and responding in a timely manner. A title company, we will start reaching out the moment we see that title work. If you see emails, if you see phone calls from us, please respond. That is what causes the most delay, is the lack of response when we are requesting that upfront information. So the faster you are in response, the faster we can help assist you clear those items.